Yo, what's up? Albertronic. I hope I read that correctly. How's it going? Welcome to the channel. We're starting shortly. Still collecting some references for today's stream. Hope you're well. Oh, huge! Wow, that stream has like a weird number of people, like coming from. I don't know. Like that was a very old stream, or I'm not sure which V1 drawing stream, but like a lot of people have come from a V1 drawing stream, and like I don't consider it a particularly good drawing, but a lot of people are interested in it, which hey, I'm totally appreciative of. Just very surprised. Speaking of, we do need to draw some ultra kill for we're doing something right now called the Promptathon. That's probably one of the streams you saw me drawing V1 in, maybe. And every Promptathon I like to sneak a ultra kill submission in there. Yet today is very much a Outer Wilds prompt, the video game's Outer Wilds. It's involving space. And so what better a reason? Slowly piecing together what I should do for today's prompt. You know, while we wait, I should probably sharpen my pencil. That'd probably be best. Yeah. Huge. And sadly, like nowadays we sketch with a very hard to see pencil, so you'll really only see the drawing once it's finished near the end of the stream. But heck yeah. Thank you for stopping by. That means a lot. Today will be a fun little day. It's going to be a comic format. I don't have much time to draw today, so if we only get the sketch layer down, then so be it. But I would don't worry, I like when people show the process and people show the process and the sketching process too. Cool. Yeah, sadly, like I said, you're not going to be able to see much of it, like visually. The pencil is very hard to see. It's because back in and here's some lore for you if you didn't know. Back in the day when people were making comics, they used something called a non-photo blue pencil. It was a specific type of blue that scanners at the time couldn't pick up. They couldn't scan it. So this is great for doing sketches because non-photo blue, you don't have to erase anything, or you only have to erase so much. And another property of those pencils is they're very light. So it's easy to erase and very hard to see otherwise. And nowadays our cameras can pick up that type of blue, but it's still, I really like it to sketch because it's harder to see, easier to edit out, all that good stuff. But the problem with that is I stream, so yeah, it's harder for the camera to pick up, especially with the lighting in my room. I have some pretty trash lighting, but hopefully tomorrow offers us a good prompt for some ultra kill drawing. There's not many good references for Gabbro, except for this concept art, which is kind of like the reference, I guess. Cool. Well, let's get started. Hello, everybody. Hope you're doing well. It's currently not 7:30 p.m. Central Time. That is our usual time to start streams. We're a little bit early today because I have an important dinner to go to tonight. So we're drawing earlier. I will cut off the stream around 6:30, so we've got an hour and a half once we're done with warm-up. So we'll try to have a faster warm-up today. But once again, welcome everybody. Welcome Albertronic. Heck yeah, welcome to the channel. It's gonna be a bit of a weird stream. I'm not used to streaming this early. No, you're fine. So yep, we're gonna do a bit of a warm up. We're actually gonna try to like be very quick about this warm up. Let's just not do a box. We don't need to do the box warm up today. And then, oh wow, look at all that. You can see all the ambient light coming in from my window because I usually stream at night, so I don't really count for that. Yay, even more. Oh, I'm instinctively doing a box. Let's just do a plane for now as a easy warm up. Yeah, pretty good, highly productive day so far. Whoa, Naya, what's up? Welcome, welcome. We're having an earlier stream today. Oof. Pretty trashy lines though. Pretty good. Energized. I wasn't getting much sleep this week because of school, but I finally got some good sleep last night. Had a great day. Doing lots of stuff. How about you? And drawing with this light, like being able to see sunlight outside while drawing. I love sunlight. I love drawing, so two good things. Pretty happy with that. However, it is really messing up my camera. Great. What I draw is going to be even harder to notice this stream than usual. You need tips on digital art and animating. Huge. Sadly, I don't do digital or animating. But I can point you in a direction. I've heard good things from I think maybe Mark Brené has stuff on digital. Mark Brené and oh my gosh. He has a very popular course for digital, especially coloring. Trying to remember it. He has like this little dragon demo that I see everywhere. Is it Mark Brené? No, maybe it is. I don't know. Sorry, I wish I could provide more help, but yeah, I'm a traditional non-animator right now. I'm gonna go look for some people, of course. Yeah. How long am I going for? We actually, yeah, we ideally would not have a stopping point, but today we're gonna stop in about 2 hours. What's up, Rice? How's it schmoving? Okay. Thank you for stopping by, Naya, and I hope you have a good rest of your day if you can't come back. Oof. I like the way you sketch with the pen in certain angles. Thank you. Yeah, this is I'm a student of something called Drawabox. This can sound like an advertisement. It isn't. It's a free online drawing program, like completely free. Like you don't have to pay a single dollar. These are some of their warm-ups. Especially for getting warmed up, more so less conceptual warm up and more so like getting my drawing muscles warmed up. I highly recommend Drawbox, but it's not for everybody. And you can pay for it. That's the catch that always like turns people off is you can pay for it. You don't need to at all. You can get just the same experience. All you're paying as you go throughout the course, you get critiqued, and you can either pay for like official critique or a community critique. That's it. I think like if I did the math, if you like are smart about your credits, which you pay for, you can get through the entire course for $50, which compared to other art courses is like ridiculous. But you can also just do it entirely for free. It is very it's a lot of hard work. That's the key takeaway though. It's just a way of learning art, not the way. So there's always other options. Other courses like Proco and Masters. It's where like every art YouTuber has a course these days, so. Nice. Guess we'll just spam some sausage forms. I'm trying to keep it within 10 minutes because, like I said, we are pressed for time today. Oof, look how much I smeared right there. You probably can't see, but I just got ink all over myself. That's what I get for drawing very quickly tonight. You have any ideas for the prompt that you're gonna work on today, Rise? Or we're gonna do for today's prompt? You're writing an essay. Oh shoot. Okay, gotcha. Well, best of luck with your essay. Ich. We'll finish this little plane and then go into an ad break. And then Promptathon time. I am very much rushing. We'll have to be laser focused today. We may go a bit quiet. I apologize if you guys came here with the expectation of a talkative Kavel. I also want to point out this great way to learn 3D drawings, which is really nice to see. Considering I'm also an artist too. Huge. Heck yeah. Yeah, I forgot to ask like the obligatory new viewer questions, which is you're an artist. What's your favorite kind of stuff to draw? And yeah, constructional drawing is awesome. I love it. Crunch time with the last few drawings. And yeah, I mean, the fact that you're getting them done though is awesome. Like that is the best thing, right? But cool. So we're gonna do 2-minute ad break, and then we're gonna jump into it. So yeah, be right back, everybody. We're actually in 2-minute ad break for people on Twitch. Actually, I just realized if Rise is the only viewer on Twitch, then we're not really on ad break. But interesting. Mostly Undertale pixel art. Ooh, okay, cool. The media is like Ultra Kill, Friday. I almost said Friday Night Funkin'. Or just OC drawings. Heck yeah, awesome. Man, pixel art. When I was younger, I wanted to make a game, and I made like a lot of pixel art for it. That sucks. But I have a lot of respect for pixel art because um I guess like brush-based mediums or anything where you have like almost infinite amount of fidelity to work with. The limited canvas of pixel art is very cool, and the creativity you've seen how people address that, like dithering and stuff, is very, very cool. Sharpening a pencil right now, so while we're waiting for ads over on Twitch to finish up. I have to be very careful sharpening because my new setup, I have a carpet in the room, and I don't want to get any of that on the carpet because I don't want to have to vacuum after every stream. Cool, ad break over. Real, this is awesome sauce. Heck yeah, thank you. Almost finished with the pencil here. I hand sharpen them with razor blades because I'm epic and edgy. No. So it just takes me a little bit longer. Almost finished up here. I would do it on camera, but I can't like hold it in a way so I don't make a mess under the camera. So I'm just doing it in my lap right now. Cool, that works. Alrighty, so today's prompt, let's talk about it. Here, I'm gonna take a sip of water first, actually. Cool. So today's prompt, get this out of here, is the moon was really what? Gosh, wow, I messed it up. The moon really was cheese. Sorry to open it up on my big screen so I could actually read it. It turns out the stories were true. Mankind has finally discovered, without a sliver, I almost read silver, of doubt that the moon was in fact made of cheese all along. Not only that, but it was actually quite tasty. This has created a whole new industry devoted to harvesting, processing, and shipping this cheese back down to Earth. From mining through the tough rind around the outside to drilling deep and bringing to the surface the golden gooey goodness from its core. Draw a scene, vehicle, or tool, or uniform for these spacefaring cheese collectors. So yeah, for those who don't know, this is the Promptathon, 7 days marathon of art. Draw the prompt every day. And yeah, I have an agenda with Promptathon where I love drawing Ultrakill and Outer Wild stuff as much as possible. And so today is just begging for Outer Wild stuff because it's space themed. So I already have an idea. It's pretty grotesque and silly. Need to eat the moon. I'm really thinking about some nice cheese right now, but no. Every time I think of nachos, nachos was ruined for me after working at a restaurant because it's just like a bunch of like chemical cheese that's perpetually like liquid. It's very gross and ugly to clean up. Yo, what's up, cat? Yeah, heck yeah, early stream. I just realized I didn't do the best job sharpening my pencil, so I'm actually gonna work on it a tiny bit more. I did an okay job, but it bothers me. Like one part of it does, so I'm gonna do that. How's it going, cat? There we go. Okay. Dude, you just finished drawing. Heck yeah. Here, sharpen this up a little bit. Cool. So, last time I made a comic on stream, it took 7-8 hours. Can't remember. Where's the chat thingy? I hit it so we could read it here. I'll bring it back. Boink. There we go. And let's actually set our time. Oh, wrong button. Wow, I suck at this. There we go. Okay. But yeah, we're on timed today. We have a lot of, or like, we're being timed today. We have a lot of stuff to do. I want to make a comic. So we're gonna make a comic. Just yeah, it's gonna take a second. So today, in alignment with today's prompt, start that timer. It's going to be two characters to my favorite, or not really favorite, but two characters from Outer Wilds. The main character, which doesn't have a name, and Gabbro. And they're looking through a telescope at the Herthian moon, which is called Adelrock. They're like, wow, I can't believe it's made out of cheese. And like Gabbro's like, I wonder where the cheese came from. And then like I want Hornfells or something to be like, well, the Nomai, the original inhabitants of the solar system, were goats. And then like they both look distraught. So it's going to be a 3-panel. I got to be fast. So like no. I want it to be like this. I do have to draw a Herthian without its helmet, which is, or it's not Hornfells. Whoever's the Herthian that's on Adelrock. Who's the Herthian on Adelrock? They are. Oh my gosh. Not Hornfells. Let me look up the Adelrock wiki. Chert. Nope. Chert's the one on the Ash Twin. Esker. That's his name, Esker. Shout out Esker. He has a cowboy hat. He looks like he should be smoking like a pipe. He should be sophisticated. Anyways, like ideally what I'll have is like a telescope. We're like looking down and the main character is looking into it. I guess you're going to be doing like that motion, so and Gabber over here, and we can have Chert over here, or not Chert, Esker. Or to save us time, we won't have Gabbro, even though I love Gabbro. I swear Automat has a thing against you. Smoking a fat ass blunt. Well, when you put the words fat ass in chat, then yeah, you're gonna get automated. That's just how it works. So yeah, we're gonna have telescope right here, arm. Kind of like establishing the scene. Text can be up here. And then we have, oh my god. Why am I blanking on his name already? Esker. Barely. Here, I'll close my blinds, because like that's... And this is just our pre-sketch. We do this every time. You know that, Cat. You can still barely see it. Haha. I will do that once we're done idea making. And in fact, I could just like mirror this picture of him. That's basically what we have to draw. Nice. And then like the early stream goat. Heck yeah. I would like to stream, like this is my ideal time to stream every day would be for. I would like either eat breakfast or dinner before or after. And like the main character looking like really sick right there. Cool. We have our idea. Let's go. We gotta go today. Actually, I should have that here's my little prop up. Oh, the I forgot we made that stupid drawing. Hello, Fruin. Hello, little robot thing. There we go. Okay, cool. I hate how that yellow shows up on the camera. But a mouse pad with all the Adobe shortcuts on it. Oh, that's huge. I like that. Okay. We'll draw like this. Sure, we're using the right side of this. If it's not mirrored, then we're on the wrong side because this side like smears red. Silly question. What's your favorite fruit? Ooh. That's a really tough question. Strawberries are up there for sure. You can't go wrong with strawberries, but they're never in season and they're expensive. Cantaloupe's high up there for me, but like cantaloupe, oftentimes it isn't fresh. Like whenever people serve it, it isn't fresh. See, this is 8 3/8, so 4 3/16. Oh no, yeah, 4 3/16. It's the middle. It's just, man, they're so expensive. Like my favorite thing in the morning is yogurt with like a Greek yogurt with honey, granola, blueberries, strawberries, and chia seeds. I used to make like very similar overnight oats with that. But man, it's just so freaking expensive all the time. Especially chia seeds for no reason. Am I thinking of chia seeds? Whatever the seeds are. But like a whole bag of them. Cantaloupes don't have taste. You aren't having the right cantaloupes then what? Like yogurt underrated in many varieties. Oh heck yeah, no. I've been having little peach yogurt cups daily. I love those things. The cantaloupes definitely have flavor. I don't understand how you could eat cantaloupe and say it doesn't have flavor. Now sometimes the flavor isn't good because they're not fresh. That's my central claim. I'm being way too ambitious with the little time that I have tonight. Let's see, how long is this? This is about 11 inches, so center is 5.5. Kat, do you ever consider it strange that like you consistently have bad takes? Like, have you ever thought about that? Okay. We make each one of these 3 inches. We can stack them. 3 inches with a 1/2 inch gap. There's going to be 2 1/2 inch gaps, so that's another inch. So that's going to be total 9 plus 1. So it's 10, which will give us an inch gap on the top and bottom. Cool. We'll do that. Bad takes are a wild one, depending on the reasoning. I consider myself having quite a few unpopular opinions. Kat like hates tomato. She says she hates tomato soup and grilled cheese, yet has never had that. Or like, I can understand not liking pickles, but she like vehemently hates them. She basically hates all good food without qualification. Like, have your opinions on food and stuff, but she She's vicious. Valid. I think it's more so that she starts arguments about every single one. Because like you can have whatever take you want, sure, but she like fights to the death about them. Like I said, we're all allowed to have our own opinions. Yet you just like are violent and mean. That's the central thing here. And you can't even say that's not true, given that you've made your like whole identity on the Discord about like hurting people. Yeah. Once again, totally fine to have whatever takes you want. You can hate tomato and grilled cheese, tomato soup and grilled cheese, or whatever. But don't throw stones in a glass house. Once again, rather eat cup noodles. That's one of my weird take is I'd rather much rather have like never have cup noodles and just have like the box ramen or like the like the kind that you boil. I don't know, the block of ramen. Because like cup noodles, every time it tastes burnt to me. I don't know why. And then she says stuff like rice and soup, which I'd consider much stranger. Okay, I'm gonna have Esker just kind of like blocking out the shapes right now where they're gonna occupy. So because I don't know how wide I want the panels to be yet, so we're just kind of. I never said it was weird. There you go. Just comparatively to soup and such, or to soup in a sandwich, which most like delis offer a deal on. I think we're gonna go 6 inches, so we have a 2x1 on each of the panels. Keep the thumbnails up here so I can have a basis for what I want to do. We actually probably just should lock in the There we are. I do not like cherry tomatoes at all, but tomatoes as an ingredient is undeniably like central. I love white rice. I'm a sucker. Yeah, egg and lemon soup does sound like a strange combo, but I'm willing to try it. Sounds like hidden gem. You know, jasmine rice is definitely my favorite. Then second place is probably basmati in terms of white rices. Basmati's white rice, right? I'm pretty sure. I do not like tomato slices on stuff, and that's where I differ from most people. It's makes me like gag almost. Like tomato slice in my sandwich, no thank you. I get the appeal though. See, Kat, if I said not liking grilled cheese and tomato soup is crazy, you'd be like, "Whoa, let people have their opinions." But now you're like, you're saying that's crazy. Cucumbers. Actually, I don't think I've ever had a sandwich with cucumbers in it. Oh. Cylinder moment. Oh, that needs to be much smaller though. At least not the term let people enjoy things. Probably should have gotten a telescope reference for this, but I'm just going to do it off the dome. This is, I made a tangent line, whatever. This is an awful line. Oof, that's gross. Let's see, you're going to hold it like this. So, hand up here. Or like you're going to see the four fingers up there. And then it's probably going to be much smaller though. I just realized we have the power of the ruler. Mixed bag. If they're crunchy, yummy. If they're slightly soggy, bleh. Same here. Don't forget the Herthians have four fingers, three like inner digits. Okay, so like this, so that means this arm is gonna be, we're gonna be seeing like this shape at the end of it. So it's gonna have this very, let's see, we're gonna see that travel down here. It's gonna be facing forward. So we're actually gonna see this plane, this front plane, especially that triangle that's formed right here, pretty in front of us. Then we're gonna shoot down the arm. I actually want to do this, so we expose more of the face. Kavel, when are you getting a PO box, dude? No time soon. I do not have enough viewers or ambition to host such a thing. Cat does that every stream. Cereal is not soup. I mean, I mean, like, the arguments for cereal as soup seem pretty sound. You know, a liquid base that can have, you know, solids among it. I mean, I can't really disagree with that logic. Oh wait, why is Esker here? Because Esker lives on the Adel Rock. Oh. I don't think I've eaten cereal in ages. Like, I can't say the last time I ate cereal. It all feels like a scam, anyways. Other than like Fruity Pebbles. I'm biased because, like, I was about to say it's a scam because it's like none of it's healthy at all. Like, make eggs, which are still high cholesterol. Like, do anything else. But like Fruity Pebble, like stuff like that, it's just sugar. I mean, what's redeeming about it? Sugar and fiber. Yeah, that's why I don't think, like, for two, I don't eat cereal. And two, that stuff's so unhealthy. All of it's cereal's just a complete sham, not even tasty. Same here. I think, honestly, I think I might say the same thing for a lot of the typical bacon products. Really, it's true. It's kind of a breakfast snack, dessert. Yeah. So, Kat, I want you to reread what Rise just said and tell me where he said the word garbage. He said it's a sham. He didn't say it's garbage. And like, think about it. We were just sold that there's like this gruel that we have to eat in the morning. That's just pure sugar. But don't worry, we'll put milk with it. So it has calcium, but like milk's also contested. You know, like how much of the world is lactose intolerant? And yet we're like, oh yeah, we'll put milk in our cereal. I just realized this needs to like I messed up the handle a lot there. Yeah. It's not a sham. How is it not a scam, Cat? We'll use the word scam now. I feel like it's only a scam if it's promoted as a healthy breakfast decision, which it is. And it's especially aimed towards kids. It's best advertising is high in fiber. Yeah. Because you like cereal? Well, that doesn't mean it's not a scam. You can like something that's a scam. People like iPhones. You know? I have a single like line right there. Kavel's doesn't count. He doesn't like fun. I speak truths, and you hate me speaking truths. This is strange. You are a strange person. It's funny because like feel like our friend Albertronic was like kind of like going up to bat for you. You know, as a person who may have like, you know, unique takes, they're like, you know, I vibe with Cat. Now I'm not sure if they want to defend this anymore. Why do they have little like handles on their helmets? Just to carry them around easier, maybe to grab their friends. Like if they're floating around space. Who knows? Oof, I get it. I get it. Because like at some point, do you think a person reading would just be like, they get it. You don't need to talk anymore. Like they get it. Essay every week. Oof, how many words? Or is it just like unstructured until like you've satisfied the argument? I'm getting a bit too heavy-handed with my 700,000. Okay, so not horrible, but yeah, that's especially if you do like cite sources and stuff like that. Cat, how bored are you? Go draw, man. Welcome back. This is the best thing I've ever bought ever. Other actually these are, but this is a second. How could you think something's disgusting if you haven't tried it? Actually, no, because like you could think feces is disgusting and not try it. So yeah, I could actually get that. Cool. How much time we got? 30 minutes? Or we have more than that, but still. It's trade off. Really? You like tomatoes and despise ketchup? I like ketchup and mayo together and separate. Actually, I haven't had ketchup and mayo that frequently together, but it's not bad. This is really hard. This is why we need to learn perspective grids, people. Some perspectives I do understand when it comes to dynamic poses I struggle with. However, when it comes to dynamic poses, I struggle with perspective. Oh yeah, for sure. Those I usually approach weirdly enough more observationally than constructionally, because definitely I always approach everything with a little bit of both. How could you not, right? But I think it's just because I don't want to like spend the time finding the it's more of a sense of being lazy, and I'm scared to approach it rather than anything else. It's a very slender build. The way I'm drawing this isn't really capitalizing on that. So we adjust. Little cowboy hat. We getting the silent cut? Yeah, hell yeah. Thank you, Rez. No, it's the focus. We get like this every promptathon. Gotta focus up. Can't be going back and forth. I said this at the beginning of this stream too, as a bit of a warning that I'm probably just gonna focus up this stream. Okay, here's one of the bigger challenges of trying to find a way to make the Hearthians not look ugly. Not that they're inherently ugly or anything, but they definitely do fall in the realm of Uncanny Valley, in my opinion. If we weren't so pressed for time, I'd post a picture. But we have about an hour remaining, so let's try to hurry it up. Their ears start at about they have 4 eyes, and their ears start at like the midline between them. But that's a bit too forward. It doesn't go down like that. Actually, it's more so outwards. How's their forehead work? Because you have the brow line typically with humans. I mean, Indigo soon. That's totally fine. Thank you for stopping by, especially checking out after the Ultra Kill streams too. That's very kind of you. Oh, wait, no, their nose is in the middle of their eyes, and they have like a cat-like nose. It's very strange. And their chin is then brought up a little bit. Alrighty, have a good one, and thank you very much. Best of luck with your art. When are we getting another Ultra Kill stream? If you're talking about Ultra Kill drawing, hopefully as soon as possible, right? That'd make me happy. Like if the next prompt is something that's more Ultra Kill oriented. Just today's theme was today's prompt was space theme, so like how could I not do Outer Worlds, right? Oh shoot, I forgot to read or drink earlier, so I'll do both of those right now. Both at the same time. Crazy like that. They have like eyelids, but they don't necessarily have like eyebrows. These guys are super uncanny. Cowboy hat in perspective is harder than I thought. Too much of his forehead showing. It's just white paper now. Am I on timer? Yeah. I mean, kind of. I have until like 6:30 ish, so we're rushing a little bit. So part of the reason why we're so focused tonight, but also it's a promptathon, so staying focused is a big part of that. I definitely have my own take on the Herthians, and it still looks uncanny because I drew it. But like I changed up their forehead and stuff because those are like the weirdest parts to me. Sorry, Herthians, you look weird. Okay, and then the final one. Just gonna draw a grossed out tiny main character. You definitely need to sharpen for that though. Maybe I could like crudely draw him down here too. That'd be a bit funny. Then again, you could say most of this is crudely drawn. That would be incorrect, but Trying to figure out like good ways of indicating that characters are grossed out, and I think just the lines over the visor is good enough. Well, we're actually doing okay on time, but we've yet to ink and write the text and stuff. Wow, I can't believe the Adel Rock is made of cheese. Where did all of it come from? I think that's what I'm gonna have the main character say. It's a lot of words to fit on a tiny page. I want to see how much I can fit. Well, I can't believe the Adel Rock is made of cheese. I think that's the best way to do it. Very sharpened pencil for this. So that's going to be 4 lines. Cool, cool. What snacks did you have today? Ruffles, chips, cheddar cheese. Interesting. Never had those before. You really like your cheddar cheese, though. Where did it all come from? Today felt like a Friday. Couldn't tell you why. And that one will say This is a lot of words. God dang it. Okay. I hate lettering so much. I said this last stream and I'll continue saying it. Okay. Time to ink. Whew. We're cutting it close today. We have 30 minutes. Let's take a sip of water and do this. Go, go, go. All these ellipses are gonna suck. Okay, one hard part done. Let's do the speech bubbles now. That's always the worst. Crazy difficult. Oh shoot, I never drew in like any of Esker's outfit. Frick. I could wing it. Moments before disaster. No wait, thumbs on the inside. Frick, whatever. Doesn't exist. Not even happening. I don't even know what you're talking about. I did forget to draw the bottom of the chair though, which I ought to. That's one I actually got to do. I can't just wing it, or else that'll go very poorly. Okay, I'm gonna wing it now. Okay, here's probably gonna be the most uncanny part, but it is what it is. I hope you guys can still accept me. Submitted your essay? Heck yeah. Finished before I finished this drawing. Let's see, when you put your hands down, your thumb's going to be facing forward. I always need to think through that and I still mess it up. Cool. Wow, I can't believe we finished that. Almost like by the bell too. Let's hope we don't smear anything. Knock on wood. We can finish this up and use the longer ruler because this is over 6 inches in many places, and the small ruler has a dent. So we'd be forced to use the whole ruler, which means we'd be forced to have the dent. Spilled over the line right there. But there we go. Okay, that's the comic. Goat cheese. Gross. We're going to end it there. I actually have never had goat cheese. I'm just saying in the context of this comic. But yeah, so we're going to take a picture of this before I forget. It's a very important part. Happy with it. Oh, wait. There we go. I think that's everything. There's probably like some detail I'm missing here, but who cares? I'm happy with it. I end up making a Hearthian that doesn't look too uncanny. And it doesn't make sense because if they're looking here, we can even, actually wait, I do want to draw this. We're going to draw the Addlerock. I tried finding a good picture of the Addlerock, but I really couldn't. So we're just going to figure that out really quickly. I'm really pushing it with my time, but hey. There we go. I like that detail. I had that idea earlier. I just wanted to put it in now. So yeah, okay, we're gonna end it here. I got stuff to do. Yeah, pretty successful. I like the line work a lot too. I'm getting more used to my lines, and I want to do what was it called? I love fountain pens so much, but fine liners are just so awesome. It sucks. Anyways, cool. So we're gonna call that there. Thank you everybody for joining. We're gonna have a normal stream time, 7:30 p.m. Central Time tomorrow. Unless I really like the 4:30, we'll see. And we're gonna be streaming until the end of the Promptathon. Maybe have a 1 or 2 day break. And then it's gonna get bumpy because I have exams not next week, but the week after. 2 of them, 2 big exams. So yeah, once again, thank you all for joining me tonight, and I cannot wait to see you guys tomorrow. Bye for now.